Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to set up your ART positioner onto a lanyard setup. So, watch in. Right, the first way I'm going to show you is setting up your ART positioner 2 with your lanyard. If you have a splice die on the end, don't worry, you can feed it through the other way. So what we're going to do is push it through and we'll feed it through. Very simple. As you can see, I've got my spliced end and I've got my attachment point. Carabiner onto attachment point, carabiner onto spliced eye. And that is the first way you set up your ART positioner with a spliced eye on the end and a non-spliced eye on the other end. The second way you could set up your ART positioner 2 with your lanyard is feeding the spliced eye through the ART. Now, the way to do that is get yourself a little bit of throw line, put it through the spliced eye, locks foot it on, make sure it's nice and tight, find the way forward, drop that through, set it in there, and it's a little bit of jiggery pokery to get it through your spliced end. As you can see, it's attached. Then you'll attach your carabiner to your device and attach your carabiner to your spliced eye. And that is the way you can do it with a spliced eye. Spliced eye generally has to be a soft eye for obvious reasons. Getting it through is a lot easier. And the third way to show you is if you have a double spliced eye. Now, a soft eye splice, you would do it as the previous one, but if they are a regular double braid splice, they're quite bulky splices. So the way we attach it, we've got a few tools. We've got an Allen key, which we're going to do to take off the 2 screws on the top. Make sure to not lose those. We've got a little screwdriver, and all you're going to do is pop the cover off and place that down. Now, as you can see, the cam is held by a push piece, and we're going to push that out. Now, on the cam, there's a spring. The best advice I can give you is make sure the spring stays in place when pulling it out. So, take out your plug, make sure your spring stays in place. Okay, you're going to feed your spliced eye through the head, but that's on a soft eye splice. On a regular splice, you'll take another Allen key, you'll undo this piece, not all the way, just enough for you to take out the little handle. You'll place your line on that. Now we're going to work backwards. We're going to attach the handle, tighten that in place, making sure not to lose the screw. I'm quite confident that's tight enough for me. That's all in place. Then we're going to replace the cam straight back into position. We're going to put the plug back in, as you can see. Now, quite a firm press on the plug will set it, and it's in place. We'll then put the cap back on. Now, it's advised that we add some Loctite back onto these. As you can see, there has originally been some Loctite on them. And we're just going to do exactly what we did when we took it off. We're going to tighten them. They are now tight in place, assuming that I've got 2 quite bulky splices on the end of each end of my splice line. That is how you attach it. So we've got ourselves a carabiner and a carabiner on our working end. We are all set. I'm safe and secure, and I've put this back together the same way I took it apart. Guys, remember, maintaining one of these pieces of equipment is highly important. Look after the rope, look after the device, and it'll look after you. Stay safe out there.